The girl lifted the red cloth covering her eyes. She saw that the so-called fierce mountain god villagers spoke of was actually a handsome young man. To uncover the truth behind her sister's disappearance, she knelt before the mountain god as her stepmother had instructed and introduced herself, and asked the mountain god to have relations with her. Seeing the mountain god sitting motionless, she recalled her stepmother saying that the mountain god did not like to make the first move. Every girl who entered the cave had to strip off her clothes by herself, then actively tempt the mountain god to take an interest in her. Only in this way would the mountain god have relations with her. Just as the girl was about to rouse the mountain god, she sensed that there was a secret hidden inside the stone door beside her. She guessed it must be related to her sister's disappearance. To find out what this mountain god actually looked like, the girl planned to remove the mountain god's mask. As a result, she was ambushed. The mountain god blew out a puff of intoxicating smoke that made the girl lose consciousness. When he saw the girl's face clearly, the man discovered that she was actually his fiance's sister. The first time he saw the girl, he had already developed a strong interest in her. He never expected that both sisters would fall into his hands one after another. Naturally, he would not let the girl go. Suddenly, the girl woke up. She saw a camera hidden inside the cave, and realized that the cave indeed contained unknown secrets. She decided to test the situation once more. Although the man did not admit to being the mountain god, he explained that he had been traveling in the mountains, was knocked unconscious by someone, and thrown into the cave. But the girl saw the tattoo on his arm, confirming that he was indeed the mountain god and had an inseparable connection with the village chief. At this moment, the man also saw that the girl had come with an agenda, so he shoved her to the ground. Unexpectedly, as the girl got up, she pulled out a dagger. She questioned the man, asking who he really was, and where all the women who had entered the cave over the years had gone. The man admitted that he was the mountain god the villagers spoke of. Every woman who entered the cave each year was killed by him, and then buried beneath that tree. After hearing this, the girl finally understood the truth behind her sister's disappearance. She recalled the day her sister married the man a year ago. The village chief suddenly arrived with people, saying that her sister had been chosen to become the mountain god's wife. At that time, the girl had wanted to go into the cave in her sister's place, but the village chief stated that the mountain god only married the chosen woman. Thus, her sister was sent into the cave. Their father tried to stop them but was beaten by the village chief's men. The girl watched helplessly as her father died. She then came to the cave. Although she did not see what happened inside the cave, she remembered clearly that the mountain god's voice was identical to that man's. She concluded that the man was the murderer of her sister. To avenge her sister, she applied a deadly poison to her lips before entering the cave. When the man kissed her, he was already poisoned. In the end, the girl threatened the man to take her to find her sister. When they arrived beside the tree, the man lightly stepped on a hidden trigger on the ground, and in an instant, a coffin appeared from beside them, indicating that all the secrets were inside it. The girl, fearing a setup, asked the man to open the coffin with her. Sure enough, a cloud of intoxicating smoke drifted out of it, and in an instant, the girl lost all strength and collapsed to the ground. Then several villagers emerged from behind the stone wall. They intended to kill the girl to keep the secret. Fortunately, what had just happened was her hallucination. When she saw her sister's photo inside the coffin, she speculated that her sister might still be alive.